For the sixth time in school history, Liberty is going dancing after winning the Conference USA Championship in only their second year as a member. The Flames have put together an impressive season this year, going 28-6, which led to them being ranked the 12th seed in this year's tournament, where they will face up against Oregon. Can they make it out of the first round like they did back in 2019? Let's talk about that. But before we get into this, if you enjoy college sports content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also, let me know who you think goes on a magical run in this year's tournament in the comment section below. Liberty basketball dates back to 1972, when they were known as Lynchburg Baptist College and played in the National Christian College Athletic Association. They played their games at Jefferson Forest High School under head coach Dan Menley. The first decade of the program would be rough, as under three different head coaches, as they would go 113 and 142 for the arrival of Jeff Myers. Under Myers, they would become a Division II school playing in the Eastern Athletic Conference and moved into the Liberty Gym. In 1983, they would make it to the quarterfinals of the NAIA tournament, losing to Chaminade 68-65. They would join the Mason-Dixon Conference in 1983, where they would hover around 500 ball. As the 80s came to a close, the Flames would move up to the Division I level, where they would struggle at first and join the Big South Conference in 1991. During the 1991-1992 season, Liberty would see a 16.5 game improvement, which tied the record for the best turnaround by a school at the Division I level. They would win their first ever Big South Conference tournament title in 1994 and played in their first ever Division I NCAA tournament in school history. There they would fall to defending national champions North Carolina 71-51. In 1997, they would make their second straight Big South Conference tournament championship game and third in 4 years, but would fall to Charleston Southern. Myers would step down as head coach before the start of the 1997 season, to become an assistant to the president, and is the second winningest head coach in program history with a 259-206 record. Randy Dutton would coach the 1997 season, going 11-17, but would leave to take the Marshalltown Community College coaching job before returning to the Flames in 2002. In 2004, he led Liberty to their second berth in the NCAA tournament, after winning their second ever Big South Conference tournament title, beating High Point 89-44, which was the biggest margin of victory in the championship game in conference history. The Flames had also won their first regular season conference title in school history. They would fall to top seed St. Joseph's 82-63. After a 14-17 season in 2006-2007, Dunn's contract would not be renewed. He was replaced by Richie McKay. McKay played college basketball at Seattle before starting his coaching career as an assistant for Washington in 1988. He would serve as an assistant for Queens, Seattle Pacific, Bradley, and Washington before being named the head coach at Portland State. There he would put together a 24-29 record in 2 seasons, and then would be named the head coach at Colorado State, going 37-23, before taking over at Oregon State, where he would go 22-37. Prior to joining the Flames, he was the head coach at New Mexico, going 82-69 and leading them to the 2005 NCAA tournament. McKay spent 2 years at Liberty, leading them to a 39-28 record before leaving to become the head assistant at Virginia when mentor and friend Tony Bennett was named head coach for the Cavaliers. Dale Ayer was named the school's next head coach following McKay's departure after serving as an assistant for the Flames, led the Flames back to the NCAA tournament when they won the 2013 Big South Conference tournament title with a 15-20 record. The Flames would fall in the first 4 to North Carolina A&T 73-72. Following an 8-24 season in 2014-2015, Layers would be let go, ushering in the return of McKay. McKay would rebuild the Flames, leading them back to the NCAA tournament in 2019, where they upset Mississippi State in the first round 80-76 to win their first NCAA tournament game in school history. Heading into the season, McKay had led the Flames to 4 regular season ASUN conference titles, 3 conference tournament titles, and what should have been 3 NCAA tournament appearances, but the 2020 tournament would be canceled. From 2018 to 2021, the Flames won 82-17. Last year, they joined the Conference USA after 5 dominant years in the ASUN and finished 18-14. Heading into the 2024-2025 season, Liberty was picked to finish tied for 5th in the Conference USA preseason polls, earning 1 first-place vote. Louisiana Tech was picked to finish first with 3 first-place votes, but Sam Houston State would also earn 3 first-place votes, while Western Kentucky earned 2 and Middle Tennessee State earned 1. Zach Cleveland and Caden Metheny would each earn preseason all-conference honors, and the Flames looked to go back to the NCAA tournament. Liberty would start the season 3-0, beating Valparaiso, Seattle, and Carolina University before falling to FAU in the Field of 68 Media Network tip-off event, 77-74 in overtime. They would rebound with a win over Charleston and went 3-0 in the Paradise Jam, beating Louisiana, Kansas State, and McNeese State to win the event. They would close out non-conference play on a 9-game winning streak, with wins over Central Penn, Mississippi Valley State, North Carolina A&T, St. Andrews, and UT Arlington to enter conference play with a 12-1 record. They'd have their winning streak snapped by Western Kentucky in the conference opener, falling 71-70 before beating Middle Tennessee State and Sam Houston. They would then proceed to go on a 2-game skid, falling to Louisiana Tech and UTEP, before going on a 3-game winning streak, beating New Mexico State, FIU, and Kennesaw State. They'd fall to Jacksonville State 72-61, before going on a 6-game win streak, beating Louisiana Tech, Sam Houston, New Mexico State, UTEP, FIU, and Jacksonville State, before losing to Kennesaw State. They closed out regular season play with wins over Middle Tennessee State and Western Kentucky to enter the conference tournament, winning 8 of the last 9 games. The Flames would win the regular season conference title and entered the tournament as the top seed, earning a first-round bye. They entered as heavy favorites with plus 125 odds ahead of Middle Tennessee, who had plus 550 odds, and 2-seed Jacksonville State, who had plus 700 odds. The Flames entered with a top 40 defense according to KenPom, holding teams to a conference league low 62.3 points per game. According to Blogging the Bracket, since 2011, a number 1 or number 2 seed has won the Conference USA tournament 8 times, with a number 4 seed just as successful as the 2nd seed. They would blow out 8 seed UTEP in the quarterfinals 81-60, before needing a 50-point second-half performance to beat Kennesaw State 81-79 in the semifinals. Guard Caden Metheny led the team with a team-high 24 points and hit 7 3-pointers, 5 of which came in the second half. Colin Porter had 15 points in the win, while Zach Cleveland finished with 11 points and 6 assists. This set up a championship game matchup with Jacksonville State, and after splitting the regular season series, the Flames would come out on top 79-67, led by Conference USA Championship MVP Caden Metheny. The Flames entered the NCAA tournament with a 28-6 record and were given the 12 seed where they will face off against the Oregon Ducks. Oregon enters the game as 6.5-point favorites and has wins over Alabama, Wisconsin, and Texas A&M. Liberty is currently shooting 38.5% from 3 and slows teams down with their tempo. The Flames don't have a quad 1 win on their resume, so it's hard to evaluate how good this team is though. Colin Capice wrote earlier today, while Liberty may have the momentum from winning their conference tournament, Oregon has a better NCAA tournament resume and a history of winning in the first round on its side. The Ducks win this one and advance to the weekend. The game will tip off on Friday at 10:10 p.m. Eastern on truTV, but what do you think? Can Liberty win their second ever NCAA tournament game and pull off the upset? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.